You never know when emotions could turn. And that's why we have team coverage for you tonight with Chris Thomas standing by. But first, we take you to the streets of Baltimore, where Brent Solomon has been tracking the activity there all evening. Brent, bring us up to date.
Good evening to you. At this hour, there are actually barricades in front of City Hall behind me to keep those protesters at bay. In fact, earlier today, we noticed a brigade of police vehicles with sirens blazing. And it's all to send a clear message tonight. Officers are watching.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
As soon as news broke, a jury was unable to determine Baltimore police officer William Porter's innocence or guilt.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Protesters hit the streets in a collective display of outrage. This flyer called for an emergency protest. Take a look. Quote, "If Porter walks, shut it down."
People want to feel safe, man, with the law, man. They don't want to have to fear it.
Folks like Daryl Leon wanting the first of 6 accused officers to be held accountable for allegations they contributed to the death of 25-year-old Freddie Gray. Gray died in officers' custody back in April in a van the prosecutor called a casket on wheels.
And they're saying, well, okay, if you can get away with this time and time again, you know what I mean? What does my life add up to you?
We were on the ground shortly after Gray's death. Crowds flooded the streets in protests that led to riots and looting, prompting city leaders to impose a mandatory curfew for all of Baltimore. Do you think tonight will bring what we saw last time?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
8 months later, Baltimore neighbors urging one another to peacefully demonstrate without destroying the very community they share.
Don't make that big mistake.
Don't make that big mistake.
Don't make a mistake. Don't do it again. You got to live here. This your city. You got to live here. Don't do it.
Yet the anger is mounting. Even respected Pastor Jamal Bryant took to social media with a message from his cell phone.
But please know that we are not rolling over and playing dead. Baltimore is filled with no-limit soldiers who are committed to the justice process, and we're believing that while it is delayed, it is not denied.
Even Baltimore's mayor spoke out today, saying that the judicial process has spoken. She says justice is not a verdict, but, quote, a process that we must follow. We're learning that charges against that officer could be refiled, with a new trial date being set as soon as tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. On your side in Baltimore, Brent Solomon, NBC 12.